Hello again, everyone. Do you guys ever have this feeling that like something's creeping up behind you and you don't really know anything to do about it? I just kind of have that feeling right now, so hopefully it's just my imagination, right? Anyway, I'm here with a story that we've read in class before, but we read it in the very beginning of the year. And at the end of the year, I like to read it so you can see just how kind of easy it is to see how much you've learned. And parents and kids, just so you know, the book I'm going to read is Frog and Toad. And Frog and Toad is a level 18. That's something that students should be able to read at this time of year with pretty much no problem at all. They should be able to retell, answer questions, things like that. And we've worked on harder texts during the year, so if this seems kind of easy, it probably should be. But without further ado, I want to read a story to you called Cookies. And the reason why I picked Cookies is because we've been stuck inside. And parents, if you're anything like me, your kids might have been driving you a little crazy. Kids admit it. You probably ask your parents a million questions a day, just like Jane and Ava do for me. And I know cookies have been one of my things where I'm just like, the kids are gone. Where are my cookies? And I've been eating way too many cookies. Or Reese's peanut butter eggs, which are delicious. Parents, can I get an amen if you like those things? So anyway, the story I want to read is about cookies because my life has been about cookies lately. And we'll see just how much like Frog and Toad I have been being. Cookies. Toad baked some cookies. These cookies smell very good, said Toad. He ate one. Uh-oh. And they taste even better, he said. Toad ran to Frog's house. Frog, Frog, cried Toad. Taste these cookies that I have made. Now, let's make a prediction. If you've eaten one cookie, and if you're anything like me, and I've seen you guys in class, if you have one cookie, what probably do you think is Toad going to want to do? Yeah, probably have another cookie. And if you have two cookies, you might be making 3 cookies, or eating 3 cookies, or 4 cookies. And Kirti, I'm picturing you saying, my parents said that I cannot eat this much junk food. I know. Trust me, I've been there. I've said that. But how often does that stop us from eating that junk food when it's right in front of our face, right? Do you guys have that feeling again that something's behind you? That's crazy. Frog ate all of the cookies. Wow, I can't read. Frog ate one of the cookies. These are the best cookies I've ever eaten, said Frog. What do you think Frog's going to do? Frog and Toad ate many cookies, one after another. You know, Toad, said Frog with his mouth full, I think we should stop eating. We should soon be sick. You are right, said Toad. Let us eat one last cookie, and then we will stop. Frog and Toad ate one last cookie. Do you really think that will be the last cookie? There were many cookies left in the bowl. Frog, said Toad, let us eat one more very last cookie, and then we will stop. Frog and Toad ate one last very cookie. Said that weird, but all right. We must stop eating, cried Toad. And he ate another cookie. Yes, said Frog, as he reached for another cookie. We need willpower. What do you think willpower is? Yeah, willpower is the ability to stop yourself from doing something that you really want to do, right? So like self-control, if somebody makes you really mad, you might want to hit them, but you don't. That's self-control, that's willpower. Or someone says, hey, have another piece of pizza, or have another cookie, or have another piece of candy. You can say, nope, I've already had enough. I'm okay. That's willpower. What is willpower? Asked Toad. Willpower is trying hard not to do something that you really want to do, said Frog. You mean like trying not to eat all these cookies? Asked Toad. Right, said Frog. Frog put the cookies in a box. There, he said. Now we will not eat any more cookies. But we can still open the box, said Toad. That's true, said Frog. Frog tied some string around the box. There, he said, now we will not eat any more cookies. But we can still cut the string and open the box, said Toad. That's also true, said Frog. So what's their problem? Their problem is what? Yeah, that they still want to eat all these cookies and they can't stop eating them, right? So they're thinking of the box and then tying up the box. The box and tying up the box are what? They're trying to fix their problem, right? So what's that called? Yeah, solution. Do you think these solutions are going to work? Frog got a ladder. He put the box up on a very high shelf. There, said Frog, now we will not eat any more cookies. But we can climb the ladder and take the box down from the shelf and cut the string and open the box, said Toad. That is true, said Frog. Frog climbed the ladder and took the box down from the shelf. He cut the string and opened the box. Think that was a wise decision? Because now the box is open. What do you think they're going to want to do? Frog took the box outside. He shouted in a loud voice, "Hey, birds! Here are cookies!" Birds came from everywhere. They picked up all the cookies in their beaks and flew away. Now we have no more cookies to eat, said Toad sadly. Not even one. Yes, said Frog, but we have lots and lots of willpower. You may keep all that willpower, Frog, said Toad. I'm going home now to bake a cake. Friends, so after all that, did they really have willpower? Did they stop eating the cookies and keep the cookies? No, what'd they have to do? They had to get rid of them, right? So, friends, I have one last question for you. There's one person in this story who learned the lesson of not eating too much junk food, and the other character in the story didn't really learn that lesson at all, did they? So, friends, back to what I was saying. Have you ever had that feeling that somebody is behind you? Yeah, I've been reading this story the entire time, and I still have not gotten rid of that feeling. What? Look behind me, you say?